I've been playing Road to Vostok, guys. It's given me slight Stalker vibes. It's a hardcore single-player survival game. It's set between Finland and Russia. You basically have to loot places. You have to scavenge for food, for water, which goes down far too fast. Why do people, when they make these games, always get wrong the amount of food and water you need just to walk up the fucking street? It also has intricate damage systems, so you can get fractures, you can get flesh wounds, you can just get grazed, and you have all manner of health kits. You've got tablets, you've got bandages, you've got splints, you've got tourniquets, how do you even say that word? It sounds French. And you have to kind of put the right thing on your wound if you want to get the maximum amount of healing done to it. There's also a fair few weapons to loot. There's scopes, you can get silencer stocks, all the kinds of upgrades for your weapons. There's clothing, different types of clothing. There's winter clothing, there's gloves, hats, jeans, bigger backpacks, consumables, body armor, all kinds of stuff to loot. It's a looter shooter in that sense. You start off in a shelter with just a pistol that's in this like pretty poor. The graphics are pretty shit, to be honest. It's in this chest that you have in your shelter. Your safest house is in your shelter. That's where you save the game. Whatever loot you bring, if you can get it back to a shelter, that's safe when you die. So basically, when you die in the real world, everything that you have, you lose. You're screwed. And then when you next restart, you are back in your shelter with whatever gear you managed to stash in that shelter. So you've seen that kind of mechanic. It's in a lot of games these days. There's also a permadeath mode in this game, which basically means when you die, everything's wiped. Doesn't matter how much stuff you've got in your shelter, it's all gone and you start again. Now the maps in this well, this is just a demo at the minute, which is why this isn't a review. I'm kind of just making you aware of the demo. Now the demo has 3 different zones in it of different difficulty with different types of enemies in them. And the enemies at the moment are pretty shit, to be honest with you. They're excellent shots, but some of them miss quite often, but you do get hit quite a bit. The noises, the SFX of the shots are pretty decent, especially when someone's just missing you. You can kind of feel it. But they do respawn at the minute, which I'm not a huge fan of. And you just basically go around this little area looting and shooting, and then move into another area via a transport hub. That's this giant green plate saying, hey, highway or whatever it is, and you go and click on it and you go to the highway or whatever, and you just traverse around like that. Now this isn't, I'm hoping this isn't the way the game's going to be. If it is, that's a bit shit, because that just breaks immersion right there. I'm hoping that this, it's kind of like a tech demo at the minute. I'm hoping that this really opens up into a big world, because if they can harness what they've got, increase the AI, put in the ragdoll, the ammo as well just works in every single gun at the minute. There's a lot of stuff that's just in there, just as placeholders, like all ammo works in all guns except the bolt rifles. I don't actually have any ammo for mine, which is a bit of a shame. But the attachments, they all do work. But coming back to what I said, if they can harness the gameplay of this, the looting, the shooting, the leaning left, leaning right, and just expand the world and have it really seamless. It has to be seamless, I think. I don't like the idea of just teleporting from one place to another. That's a bit cheap and shit. I think it just needs to be opened right up, essentially. And having this shelter thing is a really cool idea. It's really neat. It is single player. I don't mind that. I'm not, look, we've got Escape from Tark. I'm not bothered whether it has PvP or not. In fact, I'd rather it didn't. I do enjoy single player games, and we don't get anywhere near enough of them. So hopefully the developer will get hard at work with this and turn it into something good. He's got a bit of a decent start with this tech demo. I've had about 4 or 5 runs in it. I did enjoy them all. There was none of them that I really did not enjoy. I understand where it's at. I'm not playing a released game. I understand this is like tech demo standard, so you know I didn't come into it with high expectations, but I did get some fun. There's things that are just horrifically bad, like the vendor, where you can trade things that you find in the world for ammo and essential things. He just looks hilarious. It's just so bad. So bad. There's lots of things that are just bad in this. The key binds are terrible. You can't rebind game keys like G. So there's things to do. There's a lot of work to be done on this. Obviously, there's tons of work to be done on this. It's nowhere near ready, but I thought I'd bring it to your attention. So there you go, guys. This is just a tech demo that you can download. Links in the description. It's free. You can have a little bit of a blast in it. I am looking forward to when this game is finished, or when it comes into early access even, and it's all more joined together and makes a bit more sense with the ragdolls and getting rid of a lot of the placeholders. Has potential. We'll wait and see.